Meghan taken aback over half-brother Thomas Jr.'s move after criticised as jaded and conceited. A preview for Monday night's episode of Big Brother VIP Australia sees Thomas Markle Jr. apologising to estranged half-sister Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Back in 2018, Thomas, 55, penned an open letter to Prince Harry where he warned him against marrying Meghan and described her as jaded, shallow and conceited. In the scene that will air on the Channel 7 reality show, Thomas pens another open letter where he reveals the harsh words came from a very dark and hurt part of his heart, and insists he's not a mean person at all. Thomas puts pen to paper in the diary room and is very much in a reflective mood. The first thing I want to say to both of you is that I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart for the awful mean letter that I wrote to you prior to your wedding, he reads out to Big Brother. And I want both of you to know it did not come from the real person that I am, but came from a very dark and hurt part of my heart. I am not a mean person at all, and I have more love inside me to give than anything. Thomas went on to say that the letter was written out of hurt when Meghan, 40, described him as distant family. The letter was definitely written out of me feeling like really hurt and confused when I was informed of your response that I was distant family and that you did not know those people, he says. I was very hurt and confused because of the amazing bond and relationship we shared growing up together, and all I could do was put up a defense wall to protect my heart. His comments are in reference to his open letter in 2018 prior to their May nuptials, where he warned Prince Harry it's not too late to cancel the wedding to his sister. Thomas slammed the American actress, insisting she's a jaded, shallow, conceited woman that will make a joke of you and the royal family heritage. As more time passes to your royal wedding, it became very clear that this is the biggest mistake in royal wedding history, he wrote. Meghan Markle is obviously not the right woman for you. I'm confused why you don't see the real Meghan that the whole world now sees. Meghan's attempt to act the part of a princess like a below-average Hollywood actress is getting old. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's announcement to be carbon net zero by 2030 came shortly after the Queen snubbed the couple during her recorded speech at the COP26 climate summit. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's pledge to become carbon net zero by 2030 has been praised as a laudable project by a royal expert, who noted that their non-profit foundation Archewell is still a fledgling business. Despite this, the timing of their announcement has come into question, after they released the statement shortly after the Queen's COP26 speech where she had spoken of her sense of pride towards Prince Charles and Prince William's environmental activism. Speaking on the Pod Save the Queen podcast, royal expert Russell Myers said, I think it's quite laudable how they have set a target to be net zero, to offset their private jets and to offset the energy being used as part of Archewell. How doable that is we'll see. I suppose, it's quite fashionable as something to do. Was this a good time? I suppose it was as good a time as any, but the fact it was the United Nations Climate Change Conference happening, probably no coincidence that it came the day that the Queen had made a speech talking of her pride of both Charles and William, and then not mentioning Harry or any of the other family members. So I'm sure that did burn a little bit, and that's maybe why they thought it was a good idea to put this statement out, but again, a laudable project, let's see how they get to it. Speaking of their commitment, he added, we still don't really know what Archewell is about, it's still in its infancy, obviously we've seen them pop up here and there, but it's a fledgling business.